Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wab Rummy back with another lesson, Lord willing. It be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahab Kakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways prophesied in the name and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also the correct doctrine. Also, I want to send a shalom to the one-third man, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. And also want to send double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to you. I got another lesson I want to bring out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man, how they are trying to slide Kamala Harris into the White House, which I think they have already made the decision to get her in there, man. There's a lot of things pointing to her getting in there, even though she's down in the polling and everything, man. So it doesn't really matter. It comes down to the Electoral College anyway, which we already know that they are going to select who the elite want in there anyway. So I want to bring this lesson out and establish that she is a small hatter, man. She's an amalaKite. And this is the what you call that, she is the a symbol of Babylon the Great, man. Which they did it all strategically when they did the inauguration of Joe Biden, man. She came in arrayed in purple. So everything is going to tie in together once I get into this lesson. So let's start here. Just got a couple videos just pretty much going to show you that Jake is waking up from the mindset of thinking Kamala Harris is going to help them or be for them, or she even is a so-called black person, being an Israelite, tribe of Judah. So let's get into these videos and a couple scriptures I want to hit, and Lord willing, to be edifying.
Stop telling me I gotta choose this lady because she black. She didn't choose black when she was ready to marry and procreate. Why the fuck I gotta choose black?
She went to HBCU. Come on now.
Hey, white people go to HBCUs.
Not like
what
that. Come on, man.
Listen,
Come on.
if half the black family is not of importance to you, then I'm not gonna believe that you're gonna go in the White House and make the black family an importance to you in the White House. If it's not important to you to have a black husband or to have black children, why am I running on you? Black?
And Trump ain't got no blacks around him.
Right.
Exactly. Right. He gonna go in the White House and do something for blacks because it's Trump.
Listen.
Don't see
I trust him more than I trust her. He know he white.
The fuck?
He know who he is.
Oh, so you want to dance with the devil?
Kamala don't know whether she white, black, or Asian.
She's black. She mentioned it many times.
Well, she ain't married black and she ain't got no black
kids. You ain't married black, don't mean you ain't black.
No, that mean a lot. That tells me about your preference and that tells me about your choices.
Sidney Poitier married a white woman.
Listen, Sidney Poitier ain't sitting up here telling me to vote for him because he black.
Is he black?
He not telling me to vote for him because he black. I'm not voting for you just because you're black, especially when you are married white.
You better learn. You better learn how to support black folks.
Man, please. I do, but you got to support black people back. I want to support. I can't support a black woman with a black husband and some black children.
Oh, you're right. But you're supporting a white man who has no black. I
mean, she married to a white man. I've never been with a white man in my life.
You ain't missing out.
She married to a white man.
I don't know.
I mean, she sleep with a white man. She answered to a white man. What's the difference between her and me? The only thing is, I'm not sleeping with him.
Oh.
I go to work. I advocate. I get shit done. I don't have to. I ain't never had a pink penis in my mouth.
How you know she work? Man, you work for the white man, okay? You work for the white man.
I can work for him.
Tap in.
I don't sleep with him though. Okay.
I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah, you know Perry, he a comedian anyway. He trying to make jokes about it, but she told the truth. She didn't choose to be with a so-called black man. She didn't choose her vice president to be a so-called black man. So her mindset, and she's not for no so-called black people, man. She's only for the small hatters and the alphabet community, man. Check this out. This happened a couple months ago, 4 months ago. Look where she's at. You see, White House video captions, slip up dubs Kamala Harris, Madam President, during Queer Eye cast meeting. Now you see what her agenda is, man. So she's been in the White House for 4 years. I don't see no Jakes going in there and making no meeting with her to speak about policy and different things like that. So I want to just play a couple of clips. I want to say fair use, fair use. This information will be used for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use.
Hey, we talk about it.
Just so you know, we're gonna fight every urge not to open drawers, but it's in our DNA.
See, there's John Lewis.
Yeah.
So there we are on the Edmund Pettus Bridge down.
Wow. Honey, that my president. Yes.
There you go, man. Let me play just a little bit of this too, man.
Happy Friday. We're gonna get to work. We're gonna get to work. That's what it is.
Access to reproductive health care affects our community so much.
Yeah,
And I think
it does.
Something we don't think about a lot. So thank you so much for doing that and fighting a good fight. And also, can I just say, one thing that I just learned about you last night that really blew my mind, and I've told everyone that will listen ever since. Your campaign manager, correct me if I'm wrong, your first campaign manager was Harvey Milk's campaign manager?
Really?
Wow.
Jim Rivaldo.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, he was a really special. You know, so and of course they were. You know, they were they were really, I want to say, the fathers of, you know,
Yes,
the,
yeah,
of the movement.
yeah.
They were the fathers of the
For
movement,
sure.
right?
Without
And so,
question.
and Rivaldo, as we called him, he was like a family member to us by the end of it all. He was just family. In fact, my mother took care of him as he was sick and dying. He had AIDS. And Rivaldo.
No, I ain't gonna put y'all through that madness, man. But you see her agenda, how she fits in, and them small hatters, they are in love with those people, man. And you can see that Obama, all those Democrats, their agenda is toward those alphabet communities, man. So that's why she quick to say about her main agenda or her main policy is toward, I think it's Roe versus Wade, abortion. That's her main focus, man. If you talk about that, she'll talk all day about that. Letting somebody choose, let somebody pick. But their agenda is to depopulate, man. And I mean, common sense will tell you that men can't reproduce. So, man, we're living in those terrible Sodom and Gomorrah times, man. And we see her coming to the forefront of being over Babylon the Great, man. Which I can't say Trump ain't gonna get in there, but it looked like the elite have chosen her. As you seen, I don't know if you've seen that Bill Gates is now one of her biggest. Let me see if I can get that. Bill Gates is one of her biggest donors right here. It says Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, has donated $50 million to Kamala Harris' presidential campaign, according to the New York Times. So we seeing that these elite are getting behind her, man. So let's get to this.
At this damn point, this a full-fledged comedy fucking movie. Your vice president just got on live television yesterday and said even though she's been studying and debating all this motherfucking time and she's been in office all this fucking time, she still gotta go study the goddamn policies again before she give you a direct answer. Before she ever tell you anything, she gotta go study that shit again while she fucking in office. You can't make this cartoon ass movie shit up. You can't make this shit up. This bitch is retarded. She don't answer questions. Every last one of y'all that's following this bitch is retarded. And they're gonna keep going gaslight you, talk about the lesser of two evils. Well, the lesser of two can fucking complete a fucking sentence. Can answer one fucking question. One. I'm asking for one fucking answer to anything. This bitch go all the way around. All we know about is she was a middle class fucking child, and we did it, Joe. That's all the fuck we know about this bitch.
Jake spazzing out, but it's funny, man. He told the truth though, because I watched the town hall meeting she had, and she didn't answer one question, man. She goes around questions and questions. She don't know what the fuck she's saying. She just speaking, just talking, just entertaining, but she never answers one question. Even if I was to vote, I would be like, damn, man, answer a goddamn question. She doesn't answer any questions, man. And our people just hypnotized by the fact that she's a so-called black person, a so-called black woman, to be the first black woman in office, which she never even said she was a so-called black woman, man. Yeah, she went to a HBCU, but what's so what? She's AKA, so what? See, our people are so hypnotized by the Babylonian system that they can't see nothing beyond what is put before them, man. So they're really gullible to the policies that the so-called white man puts in front of you, and make you think that it's okay. She's for you, because they use propaganda, man, constantly, man. Now check this out.
We had BLM people out here burning down cities and didn't even get 3 years. This woman, all she did was pray in front of a abortion clinic, and she's getting 3 years.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Away from her family.
Oh, this just goes to show y'all how much y'all vote. Vote is so important. Y'all have to vote. Y'all cannot let Kamala get in. That's Kamala's administration. That woman who sentenced me, that's Kamala's administration. This is what Kamala has been doing the whole time. Before she ever became, which as soon as she touched foot as an AG in San Fran, she was putting people under the jail. She gets a joy out of that. She don't care about you being separate from your family. She don't care about none of that. This is the epitome of Jezebel. This is a feminist movement. And now you're watching the vibe between women and men, because you're starting to see, like, these women, they don't care about America first. These women they get this power and they operate from emotion, and they don't care about America. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about a person's life. They'll accuse a guy of rape in a second for a check. They'll tarnish their name, tarnish their character. We've allowed these women in power to become out of control. And any woman who is a leader that is not power pressed will understand exactly what I'm saying, because not every woman is like this.
You see that woman, the senator, is under her administration that she left in San Francisco. So this woman got 3 years for praying in front of a abortion clinic. So man, I'm telling you, it's this truth is going to be taken off the airways. She already said she wanted to clamp down on the social media companies for letting people have basically free speech. But she says Trump won't let you have free speech. See, all of them working on the same team, man. It's good cop versus bad cop. But our people are going to be taken by that. They're going to be taken by that. Just because they set it up like that, man. They set up Trump to be racist against so-called black people, and they set her up to be a so-called black person for your votes. So, man, the Esau is not stupid, man. They've been using the same playbook for many, many years. Now, let's get to the main video I want to play. And she's going to basically break down that she is a small hatter, man.
To show you the close-ups, by the way, of that paternal line of Kamala's, like she's not just like, she's like exceedingly Jewish. It's kind of weird that we didn't know this. Can you give me the close-up of like the Joseph Harris at the top? Do you guys have it? I'm sorry to go backwards. This is her paternal line. And I'm not laughing. It's just like weird. I am laughing. No, I am laughing. I shouldn't take that back. I did just laugh, and you saw me do that live. But it's just like, once I saw the family tree, and I'm like, whoa, that's her great-great-grandfather, and this woman's just out here being like, yeah, I'm black now. Whatever. Show me the other guy too. Like, yeah, this is Albert Harris, right? So this is Oscar Harris. This is like her grandfather's father. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like you can just like do that. I feel like you can't just be out here being Jewish and then just be like, nah, never mind, I'm black. I don't know. I don't think you can. Maybe you can. We're going to find out. November 5th is around the corner. But like, when I was looking at these photos up close, I was just like, dang, Kamala, this is so low-key disrespectful. It's disrespectful to black people and Jewish people. Like, this is like everything. This is, I don't know. Show me the photo again up close. Show me this man. Show me her granddad. Dang, Kamala. You really out here trying to play us. It's too much, man. It's just too much. Anyway.
But Esau always did that, man. He always go deep. He knows his bloodline. He knows who is kin to who. They do a research about that, man. They do blood tests and all that. They find out who is their people, and they groom them to come into office, man. Man, this is plain. And if you can't see it, then it's not meant for you to see, man. It's not meant for you to see, man, because we can truly see it perfectly clear that this woman is an amalaKite, man, and she is the symbol of Babylon the Great as well, man. We'll start here in Revelation 17 and start in verse 3. It says, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman set upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 crowns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls." And see, this is the beast system, but she was set up, and she continually wears pearls, man. Look, you see her necklace. This is an inauguration photo. And she wears those pearl earrings. She wore this purple suit at the inauguration, man. Everything is symbolism, man. And we see that she is the symbol of Mystery Babylon the Great, which is going to say it here. It says, verse 4 again, he said, "A woman was arrayed in purple," what you see, she was inauguration, "and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of blasphemies, it's like a full of abomination and filthiness, and her fornication. And upon her forehead was written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, the abomination of the earth." And she's the symbol of that, man. She is the symbol of it. It says, "And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." And this is John the Revelator looking at this through the Spirit, the martyrs of Yahushua here in Babylon the Great, man. Because some of us will have to be martyrs for Yahushua to be basically taken out here in Babylon the Great, man. We'll be martyrs for Yahushua here, man. So she gonna have that blood upon her, man, which is Babylon the Great, man. Everything is symbolism, man. It's symbolism. And she is the symbol of Babylon the Great, man. And she came in with Joe Biden, and like I said, I don't know for a fact, but it looks like she's gonna get into this presidency, of her own presidency. And you know she's full of abomination, because you've seen those alphabet communities, man, right in our White House, man, with her having a round table meeting. This is Jeremiah 51 in verse 7. It says, "Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahushua's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." And we see the nations are mad because they're going to get ready to fight, man. They're going to get ready to fight. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, and that's what's going to happen to her. Babylon is going to suddenly fall, man. Your financial institutions of Babylon the Great, your banks, all that's going to fail, man. World War III is going to take this place out. It's going to happen instantly, man. It's not going to be drawn out, man. This place is finished. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. And we know this place will not be healed. The Lord Yahweh Shai is finished with this place, man. This place is on borrowed time. Because we know that this man, Esau Edom, in the head tribe of Esau Edom is Amalek, man. And the Lord has made a purpose to destroy this man. The Edomites, man. This is Numbers 24. And I'm going to drop down to verse 17. No, I'll drop down to verse 15. It says, and he took up this parable and said, Balaam, son of Beor, have said, and the man whose eyes are open have said, and this Balaam was a heathen, man. It says, and he hath said, which heard the words of power and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, fall into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy the children of Seth. And Edom shall be a possession, Syria also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. So the Lord is coming back to take Esau down, man, and the other nations down, man. As you see, he said Moab as well, man. And that's who, I just put a lesson the other day, that's who's going to draw Esau into World War III, man. Full-fledged. So everything is being stirred up perfectly, man. Verse 19, it says, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on amalaK, he took up his parable, and said, amalaK was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. See, Esau and the Amalekites, which amalaK is one of the main tribes of Esau, man. But it's saying that Esau, the Amalekites, are going to be destroyed forever, man. And this hasn't happened yet. This is what's finna happen, man. After the 1,000 years of slavery, and Esau builds up the kingdom, man. amalaK and Esau, which is interchangeable, same people, man. They're going to be destroyed forever, man. And they're never going to rise to power again. This is all for what they did to the children of Israel, man. And the sins that they have committed. This is Exodus 17. And I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, then came Amalek and fought with Israel at Rephidim. Let me get it. Let me see if I can pronounce it right. Rephidim. It's an area they was fighting at. It says, and Amalek came and fought with Israel in Rephidim, and Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek tomorrow. I will stand on the top of the mountain with the rod of power in my hand. See, the Lord has we always had Amalek as an enemy, man. And that's why these small hatters don't like you, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, oh, well, they was with us when Martin Luther King was marching. No, they wasn't. They was forwarding their agenda. And they just used Martin Luther King as that stepping stool, man. Verse 9, it says, Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out, fight against Amalek tomorrow. I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of power in my hand. So Joshua did so. It's like it did. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses and Aaron and Hur went up to the top of the mountain. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. So basically, Moses had a rod in his hand, and he held it up, and he had Aaron and Hur on each arm. So when his arms got tired, they came down, and Amalek prevailed. But when he had them high, Israel prevailed. Joshua and the Israelites prevailed. Continuing on, verse 12. It says, so, but Moses' hand were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat up thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands. So they held his hands up so they would continue up, and they had a stone up under it. It says the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. So Joshua discomforted the people. Slakia, let me slow down. Damn. He says, and Joshua discomforted Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. So Moses' hands continued to stay up all that afternoon, and Joshua prevailed against the Amalekites, and the Israelites prevailed, and he discomforted the Amalekites, man. So check this out. It says, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And that's what's going to happen to these Amalekites, man. All the wickedness stems from them, man. Esau, the Amalekites and Esau, man. Which is, they interchangeable, man. But we know the wickedness that those small headers do, man. It says, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Yahweh Nisi. Yahweh Nisi. It says, for he said, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua has sworn that the Yahweh Shem Yahushua will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And see, the Lord has been warned against this man for many generations, man. For many generations, man. And this is the end of him, man. So the Lord said right here again in 14, let me get this in the NLT. 14, it says, after the victory, Yahweh Shem Yahushua instructed Moses, write this down on a scroll as a permanent reminder. See that this is a permanent reminder for us, man. And this is why we prophesy against our enemies, man. This is a permanent reminder, and read it aloud to Joshua. I will erase the memory of Amalek from under heaven. And that's for all of us, man. The Lord is going to do this, man. This is what the Lord is going to perform against Amalek. He's going to have his memory of this man blotted out, man. And all these different businesses and companies has Esau's name on them, man. So the memory of this place is going to be finished, man. And a lot of those places are also has the small hatter's name all over our land, man. And that's going to be erased from memory, man. Dropping down the Good News translation. It says, then Yahweh Shem Yahushua said to Moses, write an account of this victory so that it will be remembered. Tell Joshua that I will completely destroy the Amalekites. Completely destroy the Amalekites, man. It doesn't say that he's going to love his enemies, man. This is a permanent reminder. So I don't know what the hell vocab Malone talking about. Because he knows this is going to happen. Or it's in the back of his mind that this might really happen, man. What the apostles and elders been saying, that might happen. No, it's going to happen, man. Because it was a permanent reminder. He said a permanent reminder, man. So it's going to happen, man. And Esau, Edom, and the Amalekites are going to be wiped out, man. This thus said Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We're reading it right off the pages. Let me get this in the NLT. This is Deuteronomy 25. Then I'm going to drop down to verse 17. It says, never forget what the Amalekites did to you as you came from Egypt, man. See what they did to us, man. The children of Israel. It says they attacked you when you were exhausted and weary, and they struck down those who were straggling behind. They had no fear of power. See that? And they don't have no fear of the Lord now, man. And they striking us down now, man. He says, therefore, when Yahweh Shem Yahushua your power has given you rest from all your enemies, in the land he is giving you as a special possession, you will destroy the Amalekites and erase their memory from under heaven. Never forget this. So Esau is our enemy, man. Amalek is our enemy. So the Lord said, never forget this, man. What's going to happen to them? And if you look at Kamala Harris's name, her first name is Kamala. But if you take the A and put it at the end of it, it's amalaK. So they know that she's Amalekite. When I seen it, I said, oh, it all makes sense now. She's amalaK. She's amalaK to the T, man. It's not even hidden anymore, man. The Lord has put all the truth out now, man, for us to see. This is 1 Samuel 15, in verse 1. It says, let me get it back in the King James. It says, Samuel also said unto Saul, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua sent me to anoint thee to be king. And this is Saul that's being anointed to be king over the people, over his people, over Israel. And it says, now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel. See that the Lord remembered this, man. How he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. See what he did to us, man. He don't want you to never forget 9/11 and all these different things. What they did, the big H. You can't say it on YouTube. What they did, don't never forget it, and they set up memorials and statues and shit. The Lord is not forgetting what they did to us coming out of Egypt, man. And they're still doing it to us. Verse 3, it says, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have and spare them not. See, the Lord is not going to spare Amalek, man. He's not going to spare the Edomites, man. See, the Lord is not at peace with no heathens, man. He's coming to bring war against the heathen, man. Now, this is plain to read, man. Again, 3, it says, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have and spare them not, but slay both man and women and infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. So Saul was given an order by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He was anointed and given an order to destroy them completely. The Lord said, don't even spare none. Let's get this another translation. New Living Translation said, no, now go and completely destroy the entire Amalekite nation. Plain. Men, women, children, babies, cattle, sheep, goats, camels, and donkeys. So the Lord utterly wipe away everything they possess. Good News Translation says, go and attack the Amalekites and completely destroy everything they have. Do not leave a thing. Kill them. Kill all the men, women, children, and babies. And this is where they come extinct, man. The cattle, sheep, camels, and donkeys, man. So this is a direct order by the Lord, man. That Saul didn't fulfill the purpose he gave to him, man. So that's the reason why Saul was taken out of power, and ultimately the Lord destroyed him. Because he didn't follow the orders of the Lord, man. He did not follow the orders of the Lord. And you can go down here and read through it and see he kept Agag, the king, and he kept the best of Esau's possessions, which he was not supposed to. I drop down. Verse 8, it says, and he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good. See that? They kept everything they considered good in their eyes, man. and would not utterly destroy them. But everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly. See, he didn't do what the Lord ordered him to do, man. So in this truth, you have to follow orders, man. You can't do whatever you want to do. So the Lord punished him for that, man. So he punished him for that, man. Let me get this other. Let me get this in. Let me get this in Obadiah. This is Obadiah 1:18. We'll start at 15. It says, "For the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is near upon all the heathen." See that? The Lord is giving Yahushua orders to come and do his will, man. He says, "As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble," man. "And they shall kindle in them and devour them." See that? What Saul was supposed to do? This is what we're gonna do, man. In the kingdom of heaven. "And there shall not, it's like, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua have spoken it." See, the Lord has a purpose for him now. But he's always had a purpose for Esau. And he will never rise again, man. He's going to be devoured and destroyed, man. And never rise again, man. Let me get this in another translation and end it. New Living Translation says, "The people of Israel will be a raging fire, and Edom a field of dry stubble." See that? A raging fire is going to kindle the stubble. You know what stubble is. Just burn right up, man. "The descendants of Joseph will be a flame roaring across the field, devouring everything. There will be no survivors in Edom." No survivors. So what was supposed to have been done in the ancient world is going to happen in the kingdom of heaven, man. There will be no survivors in Edom. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua have spoken it. Have spoken. So there's no way you can get Esau out of this punishment that's coming upon him, man. There's no way you can talk the Lord down. He's already been spoken, man. Good News Translation says, "The people of Jacob and of Joseph will be like fire. They will destroy the people of Esau as fire burns stubble." Great slaughter. No descendants of Esau will survive. No descendants of Esau will survive. That's plain, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has spoken. And the Lord has spoken, man. So there's no turning back. There's no undoing. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. Just like we had to go and fulfill our punishment. Esau is going to have to fulfill his punishment. And he's going to receive double, man. So Lord willing was edified. I mean it there. Shalom. Shalom.